The core bet is this: Republic's 14 to 20% margin plus the 18% environmental recovery fee exceeds the annual debt service on a $30 million bond. Over a 20-year horizon, municipalization pencils out.
The annual debt service sits around $2.1 to $2.4 million at a 4.5% coupon, 20-year amortization. That is the hurdle rate. The margin Republic pulls off the Palm Bay base clears it.
The capital stack breaks into two halves. Fleet is roughly $13.2 million, 30 automated side loaders, Peterbilt 520s at $440,000 a unit, or Freightliner M2s at $310,000.
The other half is the maintenance facility, $15 million, give or take. Tampa's recent RFQ for a 54,000 square foot fleet facility came in at $260 to $333 per square foot. That is the analog.
Combined, the startup capital sits at $28 to $32 million. Call it 30.
Now here's where the timing gets dangerous. The current Republic franchise has no right of first refusal clause. None. On termination, the city cannot buy Republic's trucks at fair market value. It has to go to the open market.
And the open market lead time on a new automated side loader is 12 to 18 months.
Which collides directly with the termination for convenience clause. 90-day notice. If the city pulls the trigger before the fleet is physically on the ground, there is a lame duck period of roughly a year with no collection capacity.
The rental bridge runs $5,000 to $10,000 per truck per month. A 6-month gap on 30 trucks burns $1.5 to $1.8 million, unrecoverable.
And the lame duck service quality collapses. Bartow saw a $1.5 million overbilling dispute with Republic on the way out. St. John's terminated early after 10,000 citizen complaints. That is the precedent shelf.
So procurement precedes notice. The trucks get ordered first. The termination notice follows once delivery is locked in.
That is the sequencing. Reverse it and the whole model breaks.
On the pier side, the benchmark is clean. Lakeland runs 95-gallon automated at $19.61 a month once weekly. Clearwater bundles solid waste into the utility minimum at $37.27. Both pass tipping fees through at cost, no proprietary markup.
Which is the whole transparency play. Republic applies the 18% environmental recovery fee as a multiplier on the base invoice. Fuel rises, the fee rises, the margin compounds. A municipal utility passes $46 a ton through as $46 a ton.
Labor is the retention crux. Waste Management Melbourne averages $27.14 an hour. Republic Palm Bay averages $26.94. Brevard County Public Works sits at $21.23 to $25.36.
That is a $2 to $5 an hour gap. Existing public works scales cannot staff this utility. The target has to land at $27.50 to $31, with the Florida retirement system vesting doing the heavy lifting on total compensation.
The recruitment play is a direct poach from Republic and Waste Management route crews. Same drivers, same trucks, same neighborhoods. The switching friction is the FRS pension against a private sign-on bonus.
And the legal ceiling is already settled. Southern Waste Systems versus Delray Beach, 11th Circuit, citing Carbone and United Haulers. Garbage collection is a core function of local government. The dormant Commerce Clause argument is foreclosed.
Any lawsuit Republic files is noise, not a blocker. The Department of Justice has already forced Republic and Allied to divest assets in Florida before. The federal posture favors municipal autonomy.
The disaster resilience upside is the piece that doesn't show up in the rate table. Force account labor under FEMA public assistance waives the independent third-party debris monitoring requirement.
And force account projects obligate funds 60% faster than contracted haulers. The Office of Inspector General numbers back it.
Plus, Category Z, up to 5% of the total project award for management cost. Under the Disaster Recovery Reform Act, a thinly staffed contract management office forfeits most of that. A standing municipal utility captures it.
So the roadmap has 3 gates. Procure the fleet now, ahead of any notice. Realign CDL pay to the private benchmark. Build the disaster accounting capacity before the next storm.
The decision in front of you is not whether it works. The 20-year math works. The legal path is clear. The question is whether procurement begins this fiscal year. The 18-month lead time is the only variable the city cannot compress, and every month of delay pushes the crossover date into the next council term.